Okay, so we're going to get started with triangle 3. Triangle 3, I have two sides, A, B, and BC, and I also have one angle, angle A. So if you think about it, it's kind of the same as triangle 2. Triangle 2, we have two sides and one angle. Right here, again, we have two sides and one angle. So this is going to require our protractor and our compass. Okay, so let's get started. This time, I know that my line, I'm going to start with AB. I know it's going to be 6 inches. So I'm going to draw your 6-inch line from 0 to 6 inches, which is right there. So make sure to label the AB. So A would be right here, and B would be right here. Okay, next, this is 6 inches. I'm gonna do BC, which is 3 inches. This is where I need to use my compass. So I'm gonna open it. Remember that this is the measurement here telling you how long your line's gonna be. So I'm gonna make it so it's 3 inches. So with the little pointing guide, I'm gonna equal that to 3 inches. Since I have like the flimsy cheap compass, I want to make sure my fingers are holding it really tight so it doesn't open and close by itself. I'm putting the metallic guiding tip on. This time I'm going to put it on A. The reason I put it on A is because the next angle I have is angle A. So I know that. No, I'm sorry. I'm doing BC because I know BC is 3 inches. So I'm sorry, so I'm going to put the metallic tip on B, because it's BC, that's 3 inches, not ABC. So I lined up my dot with there, and I'm drawing a line somewhere here, because I don't know how far this is going to open. I just know it's 3 inches. So you go somewhere, wherever this angle opens, anywhere on this line, it's going to be 3 inches. So as long as I know that that's 3 inches, it doesn't matter where the point is, because anywhere in the line to B will be 3 inches. I also know that angle A is going to be 30 degrees. So I'm going to draw 30 degrees. So the guiding angle is on A. Lined up with the dot, and I also have to make sure that my guiding line is lining up with the line I drew. There you go. And I know it's going to be 3 inches. 30 degrees. So 30 is right here, because it's opening this way, so I'm using the 0, 10, 20, 30 right here. And I'm putting a line where the 30 is. I also don't know how long this line is going to be, so all I have to do is draw a line and stop when it touches the compass line I drew, because I know that's going to be important. So I'm drawing my line, connecting, obviously passing through this point, and I'm going to stop when I reach the compass line I drew before. And the line touches the compass line right there. So since it stops there, I know that that's going to be where my C is going to be, because it was 3 inches away from the B. My C is going to be there, so all you have to do now is connect your C. So C to B. C is 3 inches. Make sure it is 0 to 3. Perfect. It is 3 inches because it was. Remember how I drew the line, this line right here with the compass? Since this line stopped at the compass, and this compass to B is 3 inches, which is perfect. Now, obviously, all you have to do is measure AC. that's 30 degrees. So I'm going to just measure the other angles. So I'm going to start with angle B. Match the guiding hole with your dot. Line up your guiding line with your line you drew. And then if I look right here, it looks like it's at, right here, it touches between 40 and 50 exactly perfectly. So that's 45. So 30 plus 45 gives me 75. Next, I'm going to measure AC. Having the guiding hole with the dot, lining up your guiding line with the line you drew. And if I measure it, it is between, we're not going to use 80 and 70 because this is for an acute angle. We're using the bigger ones, 100 and 110, because it's an obtuse. It's this angle, you can tell it's bigger than 90, so it's obtuse. So I'm using the bigger measurements. It is between 100 and 110, so that makes it 105 degrees. So those were 45 degrees. So remember, if you add all three sides, angle 30, A and B, 30 and 45 equals 75.